Hello everyone. Welcome back to Sketchbook Stories. So today will be the episode for materials. And after we test and try out our materials, we are going to see what works, what doesn't. And the next episode, we're jumping right in to the first story. So I also have a little plastic, it's just like the little dividers that you put in folders. I got it from the Dollar Tree, I believe, or the 99-cent store. I think it was like a 6-pack, but I'm gonna put it behind here just so it doesn't mess up the next page. So our materials will be here. So I thought and I'm just gonna make some scribble marks and write what each thing is. For the pencils, I'm just gonna write what they are. So first we have our Pilot S3 series. So I'm just going to write that here. This one feels kind of nice. This is in 0.3. It's kind of dark, but it's okay in here. When I first used this sketchbook, I didn't really like the paper, so I'm giving it a second shot. This is the Pilot S3 series, and this is in 0.4, so not much bigger than the 0.3. Then we have this is the Pentel Stein. And this is in 0.3 as well. I have a lot of smaller leads, not too many big ones. This is the, I love this one. This is the Kurutoga. And this is in 0.5. And when you use this one, every time you pick the pen up, the lead rotates, so you can always have a sharp lead, which I thought was pretty nice. And then I have, I'm not sure what this is. It just says Easy Grip. I don't know who it's by. So I'm just gonna put Easy Grip. This is nice and dark. This is in 0. Even the lead, I think it's 0.9. Everything is rubbing off. I've had this pencil for so long. And when I say so long, years. This is the Pilot S3 series. This is in 0.5 with blue lead, clearly. But you know, I may need to know those things. For pencils, we also have a couple of different lead hardnesses, if that makes any sense. So this is my mono in 3H. We have this is my uni in 9H. I also have a uni in 6H. The unis feel nice in here. I have, this one is a Daler Rowney 2H. And I'm just gonna put DR in 2H. Ooh, this one feels nice. And I also have a Daler Rowney in H. I like the Daler Rowneys. I like how they feel on this paper. They might be what I use in here. I also have a Prismacolor. And this is the Vera Thin, so I'm just gonna put V. And I also have a Pilot Regrip, and this is in 05 in red. So moving on to ink pens, I have my Micron, and this is the PN in black. That feels nice. That would be good for line work. I have my Copic SP in 07. Now this feels like the ink is kind of soaking up the paper. I mean, the paper is soaking up the ink is what I meant to say. This one is my Copic SP in 05. And for a minute there, it was almost like it's drying out, so I might need to get a refill for that. Also, I have my Copic, and you could barely see this one, but this is my Copic multi-liner in sepia. And this one is in 0.05. It's very, very, very fine. I'll be surprised if you guys can even see it. I also just have an ink pen. This is my Sarasa clip. And this is a 04 in gray. I don't know if these are waterproof, the Sarasa, but that would be nice for some line work. I also have I'm gonna put a square for this one. This is the Arteza acrylic marker. That doesn't go through either. It's pretty nice. This is my Uni Signo in gold. I'll put a square for that one. I also have Uni Signo in silver. This one looks like it's on its last leg, and I think this is my only silver. So I think I'm just gonna take that out because that one's running out. I also have some whites in here, but that's it for what's in my case. I really like the Daler and Rowney pencils in here, so you might see those quite a bit. Now I have some water markers. So these are the Arteza toy markers. I'm gonna try. Let's zoom you in a little bit. So this is I'll write the names in pen, or I mean, you know, what they are in pen, but I just want to get some colors down, and I picked like 3 or 4 colors from each thing we're trying here today because I don't know, you know, how they're going to. And matter of fact, let me just quickly put another little swatch for when we do it with water. Just a little swatch. This is going to be a rather quick video. We're just testing the materials today. I don't want to load this up with too much water. Okay. And it's okay that I'm just blending them in with all the same color. I just want to see if they how they react to water. So those don't react to water very well in here. That's okay. That's why we have the materials test page. So these are the Arteza toy markers. I don't expect really anything to react to water very well in here because this is not watercolor paper. So what I may do is just, these are the Crayola Colors of the World markers. I may just use them straight in here because really we won't be doing any final pieces in here. If we create something cool, we'll put it on actual watercolor paper because these won't even really react in here. And I know these react pretty well in my watercolor paper. They're not going through though so far, but if I keep scrubbing at this paper, they might. And then I have my Arteza. I'm just gonna put Colors of World. That spells cow. Oh boy. My Crayola cows. That's funny. All right, so I'm not gonna, yes I am. I was gonna say I'm not going to put water to these, but I will. I just want to see. So I'm just picking out some colors. Hope everyone is excited for the first actual sketching episode of Sketchbook Stories. Excited to see what our friends are going to get into. These react, but they still leave that color, that marker, kind of the lines behind. You can still see them, so we won't use water in here. These are I'm just gonna put Arteza H2O markers. We're still gonna use them. We just won't use them with water, which has me a little concerned because let me try the Neo 2s. And, well, these feel nice by themselves. So maybe we'll get some crayon work in here. I'm actually gonna put this right underneath here just to see what kind of blend work I can get. If it blends at all. Oh, see, now the Neo 2s work. So, I mean, it leaves very little behind, and I can probably work that out if I keep going. So the Neo 2s work in here. So we can use Neo 2s if we want to do some water work. They blended out beautifully. Okay, and I was worried. What was I worried for? Okay. So I have some pencils here. I didn't pick everything from all my pencil sets because I've actually tried my polys and my Prismacolors in here. And I remember how the polys work, but I don't remember how the Prismas work. So I brought a few Prismas just to check. Even though I don't really like using Prismacolors, I brought some just to check. And I'm gonna just gonna run those together. I don't know how I feel about the way they feel in here, but we'll see after I do the other pencils. But those are the Prismacolors. I also have, let me just write it down. These are the, I'm gonna write it underneath. I have my Pablos, and I bought a couple of colors for that. The Pablos feel okay. they're a little harder, so I have to do a little bit more work. But really, again, this is just sketchbook stuff, so. The Pablos feel fine. And I also brought some Holbeins. These feel nice as expected. Do I want to use my Holbeins in my sketchbook? Maybe. We'll see. They do feel nice though. I don't really like the way the Prismacolors felt, but these Holbeins feel nice. The Pablos felt nice too, but the Pablos, I can feel it already that they may take some work. So, and I heard someone say that they're actually pronounced Holbein, not Holbein, which is interesting. I didn't know that. Now, will I actually say Holbein? Probably not, because I probably won't even remember to say it. And just for kicks, I have one random light fast pencil right here. Ooh. I actually like the way the light fast feel too. And I have one random here because I have a drawer full of the color cherry red. Long story behind that. Cherry red light fast. Just randomly there. Okay. So that is all my Checkos. I have some Black Widows here we can check briefly. I don't know if I'm going to be using them because I only have one little set, like the basic set. But I can still check them. I might need to gravitate towards a color that they have that I might need or something. I won't be gravitating towards those Prismacolors though. Alright, these are the Black Widows. Alright. And I think that's literally the Black Widow set that I have. Okay. So that is, I don't know if I really want to use watercolors in here, but I do have a set close by that we can test. This is just a mix of random different watercolors that I have. And I'm just gonna pick a color that's easy to re-wet because these are not, I don't have them sprayed or anything, so let's just pick. Right, there's a blue, and we'll grab something that mixes with blue. Let's grab this red. Makes a nice purple. Look at that purple. So watercolors, they may work in here. So what I'll do, I'm just gonna, they might work as a nice wash if I need to like put a wash down. I'm gonna put watercolors from Blue palette, just so I know what palette I got them from. So as far as materials go, I think that's pretty much it. It really is just a sketch stories type of thing. So and I'll zoom out so you can see all of the materials on the page. So if I, you know, want to do any final pieces with you guys, then they won't be in here. They will be on a different paper. But for sketchbook stories, I think this is good enough. And I have a random multi-liner highlighter here. I'm gonna be using these. These feel like they tear up the paper. I guess if I keep scrubbing at it, that's expected, but they do go down pretty quick. So I can't complain about that, but anywho, that will be all for testing our materials. And the next episode will literally be, what are these called? Flatliners. Will literally be us jumping in to the first story. I hope you guys are excited. I can't wait to see you in the next episode. And I appreciate you watching. I appreciate your support, your likes, your comments, your everything. I'm really excited for this series, and I hope you guys are just as excited as I am, because I cannot wait. All right, guys, I'll see you in the first official episode of Sketchbook Stories. Thanks for watching.